Yeah, well, listen, it's been the defining factor, I think, in the game. I think probably if I look at the bigger picture, I think we were great in the first half at all. I thought we rode our luck, I have to be honest in saying that, no doubt about it. They had plenty of pressure, plenty of balls into good areas, plenty of efforts at our goal. Carried a little bit of threat, but probably not enough. And then I thought to start the second half, I think there's a moment where Zach Robinson presses the goalkeeper, and then we got good pressure out on their right hand side, and I think that just gave us a lift and a wee bit of belief that we're a good team and that we can compete on all fronts. And then from there, yeah, we rely on our goalkeeper and a couple of saves. You're always going to when you come here, but I thought it became a far more evenly matched game of football. And I'm delighted for the bits of quality at set plays. We're going to have to score goals all different ways. Especially happy for Apostolos to get his first goal for the football club as well. It's been a frustrating period for him. But there's so many players in my team at this minute in time that are performing at such a high level. So to come here and get the victory is really, really good, because I did say before the game, I feel that they've went up a level as a football club, Hibs. So it was always going to be a tough day for us.
It's not a bad option to have, Kofi's long throw.
Yeah, as I say, we're never going to play for it, and you can put me on record saying that moving forward as well. It's that, he's not in the team because he's got a long throw. He's had to sit and be patient. We've not had that in our armour, so to speak. But with Dan Casey's suspension, I brought him in because I believe he's a really good defender, and I thought he really grew into the game and started to show that. But of course, you'll play off something if those opportunities arise. And fortunately enough for Andy Halliday, the ball comes into an area, and he's been doing it for many a year, being a threat, arriving in those types of areas with a composure at his finish as well.
I know Apostolos will get the credit for the goal, but his overall play today as well looked really promising for a guy who's been out injured for the last 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, it is. It's promising. If you look at seven league games, is it now, as well as the cup run that we've been on, it's been hard to find some partnerships, especially in that forward area. Just with injuries and a few setbacks and stuff like that. So I didn't feel the partnership was unbelievable, as in playing off each other today. And that's not a criticism. It's probably the first start, I think, between Zach and Apostolos. But I think you can see individually they're good players, so we need to try and marry that in and knit that in. But again, I think our substitutes in that gave us real optimism as well, and it shows that we've got a strength and depth to our squad, which I didn't feel we probably had, with it being disrespectful last year. I didn't feel we had anywhere near the options that we now do, so probably allows me to be a wee bit creative, try and still remain attack minded when Hibs go down to 10 men. I think it would have been easy probably just to collapse and camp in, but if you look at our team at that point, we've got plenty of tackles on the pitch, so we're trying to score the next goal and try and make the game a little bit easier for ourselves.
As you're looking for a bona fide front pairing, I know you've got obviously loads of options, but you have had to chop and change for various reasons.
It's not so much that, it's just time on the pitch and time spent on the training pitch with these guys. That gives us an option. You guys will have seen plenty of us. We play a couple of different ways. It's not always just with that front pairing. But what I want to have is that understanding of players. I believe in it. I believe in a striker partnership in stages in certain games. So for us, it's just going to be time to try and build that up, because you look at Moses Abe, a threat when he comes on, really good. Tony Watt, very good when he comes on. So we have got plenty of options. It's just trying to get those combinations right at given days and given venues, depending on what the game is. And if we can do that, then I think it gives us many options to score goals and be a threat at the top end of the pitch.
It's quite a run of form you're on now, then.
Yeah, it is, but we're certainly not patting each other on the back and over celebrating and getting carried away. We want to start the league campaign really well, which I think we've done to this point. We wanted to go a run in the cup, which we've done, but I need to stress it again that next week we'll go back to work and we'll make sure that we're trying to prepare for what comes next, because if you sit there feeling really comfortable with yourself and really happy with yourself and patting each other on the back, then I tend to think that bad things start to come round the corner. So we'll keep our motivation and we'll keep our desire to keep trying to pick up 3 points wherever we are, home or away. And then obviously we've got a semi-final to look forward to, but there's plenty of football to be played before we get to that.
You just want to talk about partnerships and working in the training ground. There's a frustration now that he goes away from international duty.
A little bit, I think more so for him, because I think there was a club golf day next week and he was due to play in that, but I think the wife put the foot down because she's just over to Scotland and he was trying to spend a wee bit of time with them, so the call-up's probably thrown a bit of span on the works, but it's always a great thing for a football player to get called up for your national team. I'm especially pleased that call's come with the lack of game time he's had, and I think that probably indicates what the Australian national team, Socceroos I think is it, they're known as, think of him. So if we can get him on the pitch more, I think you'll see more of what he gave us today, not just the goal but his all-round game.
Andy Halliday always gets a lot of stick here as an ex-Hearts and Rangers player. How much did they enjoy that moment at the end?
Yeah, I was trying to protect him coming up here to do the press in front of us, I think, just because he's obviously the ex-Hearts man. But I know one thing, just all kidding aside, Andy's been wanting to pitch in with goals. He's not just because he's sitting up the back of the room here, but his performances have been great. We know his quality, we know his experience, and I know specifically wants to start pitching in with as many goals and assists as he can with the role that he plays in our team. So he, like all senior players, have contributed massively, and there was some big performances again for us today, and just another bit for us to try and build on. Real competition to get into the team, but I think you give yourself every chance to stay in it when you're performing and you're picking up points.
What's Oxborough's confidence like at the moment? 2 great saves last week, great saves this week as well. He must feel like he's unstoppable at the moment.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant for him in the infancy of his goalkeeping career, and I don't say that disrespectfully with his age, but it's just more in the sense that he's not played a lot of first team football, so when you come in, we believed in him, he believed in himself. But when those big moments come, as you guys know, sometimes goalies in the game in the 96th minute last night, for anybody that's seen it, sometimes they fluff the lines, and to this point I think he's been exceptional. Don't think he's put a foot wrong, and I'm sure he'll go into the international break feeling really good about himself, and rightfully so, because I know how much his teammates appreciate what he's done for this club and for the team since the start of the season.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.